Hello everybody, this is OOO19415's, and I'm bringing you the first day of Super Sentai week. Unfortunately, I got a little bit behind the schedule because I had a lot of testing this week, and it's been a very hectic week, so, it was a very hectic week last week, so I decided to just postpone it and do the review when everything was ready. So here we have the Mobirates here. So, let's get on with it. As you can see, it definitely does have some good detail, and I did change the lighting. It may seem a tad yellow, but it's not as yellow as it could be. I have some of the windows up. It's very sunny outside, so you'll be able to see it, and everything will be good for you. So, I just wanted to talk about that lighting in general. But getting on with the actual review. As you can see the Gokaiger, you can see some of the details. Gokaiger logo, Gokaiger there. I thought I saw like a picture of it with a G-O-U-K instead of a G-O-K for Gokaiger. I don't know. I really don't know which. I don't know if this is like a second release or some kind of release that says that it's like this. I really don't know which one is which or what it is, but I digress. I think this is the real version because it doesn't really say Bandai or anything like that because I got this when it pretty much came out. But I digress. So you can definitely see the detailing, full bars, SD card, battery. You can see the camera there, which obviously does not work. You can see actually some of the details there, and you can see it may be weird from some of the light there. Some of the different light, but here you can actually sort of see some detailing there. Let me see if I can get this in a good focus here. If you shine in the light, you can definitely see some rounded off details and stuff like that. At least to me, it looks really good, and I like it. I like the detail. You can see the screws there. There are no screws there, which is kind of unfortunate, but I get it. I just want symmetry a little bit, make it a little bit better. Screws there. Some paint chips, but I've had this for over a year, so what are you gonna do? Let's see, this part actually does hold the actual speaker. Sorry if it's a little bit too close. Sorry about that. But it does hold the speaker. This joint is actually pretty good. I don't know if it's a magnet or something, but it's in there. Pretty good. Gokaiger logo there. If you shine it in the light, you can definitely see it. And you can even see it when you don't shine in the light. I just like doing this because it looks cooler. You'd see a lot of details like these weird pipe things and whatnot. It looks very steampunkish. It has a steampunk feel to it, and I like that. I really do. So I'm actually going to try to see if I can open this thing and actually make it where you can actually see everything. There's actually a little tab here and a little hole here that actually slots in. It is loose because I've had it for about a year, but at least it locks in pretty solid. Okay. Ooh, wow. It stayed more than I expected. So, showing you the rest of the detail, you can definitely see like the little light there, the little sun thing there. You can definitely see some other details like the swords, but they're backhanded. That will be used because what happens is with the springs, these open up and then these open up to where this will match up with this and then this will match up with that. Or you can see it, this will match up with this as a sword, this will match up as this and the sword when it splits open. But I'll show you that in a second. Sorry if it's a tad tilted. I'm doing the best I can because my tripod's weird. But you can see here, definitely, if you actually look, it's not painted, but you can see molded bars, molded batteries. Some pretty good details that I see. Mail, music, and camera there. A little arrow showing you where the key goes. A little arrow there showing you where to turn the key. You can see some very cool, not high-tech, but some cool detailings there around that rim there, which is cool. You can see I like the outer, almost like a picture frame type thing. The keyhole obviously is really kind of cool. Little symbol there, which is very similar to the symbol up top, the little symbol here. That symbol is very similar to that symbol. And that key, along with the 1 through 9 or 1 through 0 keys, work, but then the green, the red, let's see, answer, hang up, star and pound keys do not work. They're just molded in, unfortunately, but I digress. Still really cool. I like the detailing. It looks like a very it's a very good phone. It's actually very beefy as well. Funny thing is, when you like do the Gokai change, when I hold it like so. Funny thing is, when I actually do it, some people may like cover up the speaker there. I actually hold it like this when I do my Gokai change, to where my hand is almost on the 1, but it's not completely on the 1. So that wraparound is able to help you. So if you grip it like this, where your hand is like right here, and then your thumb is right there, I think that'll work the best. If it's not comfortable enough, you can do this, but it'll cover up the speaker. So I do this, and then I do Gokai change. And this actually is very sturdy in my hand. It's not falling out, even though this thing has a tendency to flop down sometimes if you do it hard enough. But once again, it's because of age. I've had this for probably 13, 14 months now. This thing's really cool though. I'm glad it's as solid as it still is. So, let me show you the Ranger keys after I get this set back up. I will show you first the Gokai Red key. You can see, very nice, you can see there is some paint wear, obviously, paint wear there. Mainly because I've had this, once again, for a while. The keys aren't as sturdy as the phone itself, but what do you gotta do? Still very nice, you can definitely see the detail. It doesn't have the gold trim, which sort of gets some lack of detailing, but you can definitely see, like, the helmet itself, and everything there. It's really, really cool how it all works. You can see the Gokaiger logo there, very nice. You can see the little jacket part there, really awesome. See the little pin in there that keeps this thing in place, unlike some of the Gashapon keys. Speaking of, and unfortunately, I don't know if I did this while I was doing a little something, fixing 2 Ranger keys at the same time, but I think I accidentally mixed up some arms, as you can see. I think I mixed up, Shinken Reds and Gokai Reds. So this is actually a little bit misassembled. I don't know if this was actually assembled this way or something like that, or what it was. But this was either misassembled out of the package, or I accidentally misassembled it after fixing something with this key, because this key had a little bit of a problem. Joints were getting much too tight, and you can see it's very loose now, but that's, once again, wear and tear, wear and tear. So it definitely has the leg part. I think it's this one. I'm gonna do some research, see if I can find out which arm goes with which, because I've forgotten now, because they're all so similar. But I digress. Once again, fold this up, crotch to the face, as Zern Zephyr likes to call it. You can see it is very flappy, but not as flappy as you would initially think. And it's ironic how I have a Kamen Rider background when I'm reviewing Super Sentai toys, but Cosmic States is too awesome for me to handle. It's that cool. You can definitely see the Gokaiger logo there. Really cool. I like some of the detailing there. I really like the design of the Ranger keys in general. So, now that we actually got that fold up, we're going to turn this on. This. Actually, I covered up the speaker a little bit. There we go. I'm actually only going to do, there's actually some sounds like that, and then there's, funny thing is, each of them have their own sounds. Like there's, this one has its own sound, and then the 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9 keys have that sound. Then the 2, 4, 6, and 8 keys have a lower sound. The odd numbers have a high-pitched sound. This one has a lower-pitched sound, or the even have lower-pitched sounds. And then this one just has a regular, or has a different sound. So that's kind of cool. So, I'm only going to do one code, and then I'm going to get on with the Gokai changes. So, 5501. Only one they use in the show. That's why I'm only showing off this one. I really do like that, but again, what happens is you actually have to push it all the way in, it'll make a sound. And then you have to turn the key, and the weird thing is, this actually activates before the sound, or, hold on. The sound actually activates before this thing pops up, so it's like a lot of other toys where the sound actually activates before the function. So then, if you want to do it really fast, it actually times it to where it actually looks looks correct. So now, and it makes that sound. So now that we actually have the key in, 3, 2, 1, Gokai change. As you can see, it did form that little thing. I'm going to keep it like this, so then you can see how it worked. This actually folds out. This cross here connects this and this, so that it actually makes the same logo. As you can see, they are the exact same logo, roughly at least. It's hard to tell because this is really big and this is really small. But if you actually compare, they are pretty much the same. And know that even though it looks like a skull crossbones, it's actually supposed to be, it's actually essentially 2 swords in an X pattern on top of a ranger key. As you can see, the ranger key fits almost perfectly in there, and it actually sort of works. So no wonder it's that, which is kind of cool. And how it has this piece here, which then curves over like this. It really does look like a ranger key, the head part, and I really do like that concept, and it's a really cool nod to it. It sometimes takes a little bit to keep this to stay, especially, at least on this display, especially with this whole section here, but I digress. Here now I will show you the Shinkenger keys. You can see, really cool key. It does have some paint wear, obviously. Paint wear on the chest there and stuff like that, but still good details. Can't believe they're not able to do some of those little strips, even though they've done them before on other keys. You can see the pants here and stuff like that. You can see, once again, it's misassembled. Probably I just switched these, the Gokaiger and Shinkenger keys a little bit different too. So no wonder. Oddly, the next one I'll show you actually does have the right arms. So, flip the arms up, crotch to the face, and this joint is actually a little bit tighter, but still is kind of there. So, Gokai change. You can see Shinkenger there, and then the generic sound, which is kind of cool. I like that, and it has the little phrase there. And by the way, even hold on, just 1 second. Has the name there, and then these are actually Ranger specific. Even though this looks like a generic Ranger key, it's actually specific to Gokai Red. So it will say is a second phrase that says Gokai Red. It's kind of funny how all the other keys are like that. I'm actually not going to show off the other key. Like, I'll show off the keys, but I won't put them in the Mobirates when I do the Gokai Saber and the Gokai Gun. I won't show off that second sound effect, or I won't show off the sound effect for them at all, because it's essentially the same, except the second sound's blue and yellow. That's why. So now we have Go On Red. Nice detailing, looks cool. You can see those are the same oriented, kind of cool. At least I think they're the same. Yeah, they're the same. It's just the paint was applied a little bit. One was a little bit applied a little bit different, but still very nice. I love the key. It doesn't, once again, it doesn't have the outlines, but it looks cool. You can see some paint wear and stuff like that, but once again, kind of old. And it looks a little bit plain because these wheels aren't painted and it doesn't have the stripes there, but it still looks good. It does have the Galanger symbol, the little buckles there, wheels here. Definitely cool. Once again, crotch to the face, Galanger logo there. You can see that it does have a scratch on it, kind of, but I digress. Galanger logo there. Everything looks really good. I'm going to keep that flipped up because I'm going to be doing the Gokai change. Really cool. I do like Galanger a lot. Shinkenger's my favorite series. Actually, out of all of them, Go Buster is so close already to being my favorite, but especially with the idea and the concept itself. But Shinkenger beats the cake for good characters. Well, my opinion's changed since the top 9 Super Sentai shows there. But I cannot wait. So would I recommend the Mobirates? Hold on, let me just get an actual. I just wanted to get that crosshair thing again. Whoa, my display just went a little tad haywire there for a second. I digress though. So, with the Ranger keys, would I recommend the Mobirates? I say if you can find it at a really good price, like if you would get it for if you could get it for $50 or $60, probably at most $70 or $80, I'd say it's pretty much worth it, even though, because it has a ton of codes to it, even though I only demonstrated one, and it has the 3 henshin sounds. But to me, before you buy it, and if it's more expensive, if it's much more expensive, go buy some Ranger keys first. Go buy like Ranger key set 1 or 2 or whatever sets you really want to get. Get all the keys you want. Get the keys you want, and then buy a Mobirates, because in the end it will pay off dramatically. Like, for example, for my OOO Striper review, which was the first one, I actually got like Ranger key set 1. I got a ton of different Ranger key sets. Some of them after, some of them before. Most of them I got actually beforehand, and then I bought the OOO Striper. So then I bought the OOO Striper after I got some sets. Then it would be worth the $120 I paid for it. But to me, this is a really good buy if you already have some Ranger keys or something. Or if you don't want to do this, get the Legend Mobirates. It's pretty good. It only has one key to it, but has a ton of different codes and little nods, and it has pretty much more sound effects than this one, and it's cheaper because it's newer. So if you can get it at a really good price, get either this Mobirates or the Legend Mobirates. If you really have to, get the Legend Mobirates. I'd recommend it more than the other one, but if you want to be more show accurate in a sense, get this one. I really do like it, and it's just kind of cool for what it is. Just make sure you get some Ranger key sets. Just make sure you get some Ranger key sets first. So, day 1 is over. Now, moving on to day 2. This is OOO19415, signing out.